Morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me for our chamber connection this morning. So, Um, my name is Natalie Pixley. I'm the Director of Strategic Partnerships for the Harford County Chamber of Commerce. So today's webinar is just an informative session. For those of you who might not be familiar with the chamber, who we are, what we do, we're going to cover all of that today, as well as membership information, all of the benefits that come with a chamber membership. So it's a great way to have that introduction to who we are as a chamber, as well as for those that may already be members, just get a great refresher on the benefits that are included. All right, there we go. All right, so first and foremost, what is a chamber? That's where we need to start, right? So chambers have been around for a very, very long time. They actually began as just a group of business owners that decided to come together, work together, all the way back in 1599, as a way to work together to protect their businesses from higher government powers, any government oversight or overreach. And then as they kind of grew and evolved through the years, they turned into nonprofits. So we are a nonprofit. We're a 501c6, but we still have that original purpose of uniting business to support a thriving economy, to protect our local business, and to kind of work as that liaison between local business and the government. So as I pointed out, the chamber is a nonprofit. We're not part of the local government, which a lot of people get us confused. We do work with the government a lot and we partner with the government, but we are a separate nonprofit. That specific C6 designation, if you're not familiar with, allows us to work with the government, allows us to be involved in political activities, and allows us to take a stance on political activities. So that's that important designation that as opposed to like a 501c3 nonprofit you might be more familiar with. So the first chamber in the United States was actually founded in 1768, which is very cool because that is before the US was technically the US. So that mindset of supporting local business has been a part of this country since the very beginning, and chambers have been there from the start. The US Chamber of Commerce was actually founded in 1912. So I'll get into this a little bit down the road as well. We are obviously the Harford County Chamber. We are a county-based chamber, but you have chambers ranging from cities to counties up to the state level and then the federal level. And there is actually even an international chamber of commerce as well. So you get all of those tiers all the way up. So our chamber specifically, we were chartered in 1976. We currently represent over 600 local businesses and roughly 25,000 employees. So as a member of the Chamber of Commerce, we recognize each business as a member, and then any employees, owners, representatives of those businesses can be active, can participate, and take advantage of those benefits. But we do recognize the business itself to be the member. And we operate under our three core pillars, advocacy, connections, and education, which is kind of how I'll break things down for the rest of this presentation. All right, so here's our team. We are a lean, mean team of three, as we like to say. We are small but mighty. So like I said, my name is Natalie Pixley. I'm the Director of Strategic Partnerships. I oversee all of our chamber initiatives that I'll talk about a little bit later. Our Education Foundation, Venture Access, our entrepreneurial initiative, as well as all of our marketing benefits. I oversee those as well as marketing for the chamber itself. Our fearless president and CEO, Miss Angela Rose, not only runs the chamber as our president, but also spearheads all of our advocacy work. So she's the one that you will likely see out and about in the community as far as being at county council meetings, being at public hearings, going down to Annapolis and testifying. She spearheads all of our advocacy efforts like that. And then Mr. Phil Logan is our membership director. So if you are a member or if you have considered membership, you have probably already spoken with Phil. He oversees all of our members, both current, new, prospective, and helps them get connected to the chamber and benefits in the community. So All of our contact information is there. Feel free to reach out to us at any time with any questions. We're always happy to help. All right. So now I want to jump in a little to the pillars, like I mentioned, is kind of our three main areas of expertise, so to speak. So jumping into those, starting first and foremost with advocacy. Chambers were originally designed to be the small business advocate, right? We were designed from the very beginning to be that moderator between the business community and government, both local levels and much higher levels. So a couple ways that we do that in the community. We provide real-time updates to our members on local, state, and federal advocacy efforts. Most of that is summarized in our weekly Chamber Chronicle. That's our e-newsletter that goes out every week. We have a section in there that will alert you as to what's going on at all three of those levels, bills to look out for, things that could have major business impact. And then we will also include any what we call action alerts if there's something going on that we are asking for your help on, basically. So things like if anybody has watched the news in the past couple of days and has seen the new tax bill that is currently in the House that would reduce sales tax in the state, but would add a brand new 5% service tax. So things like that we keep an eye on. And when things are active in the House and in the Senate at the state level, we will call our businesses together and say, hey, here's the business impacts of this piece of legislation. We are going to testify either for or against this piece of legislation. Here's why, and here's how you can sign up to testify and share your feedback and how that impacts you as a small business, right? We also provide opportunities for you to meet your local leaders, to ask them questions, to get involved that way. So we have several events throughout the year. Minimally, we always have one at the very beginning of legislative session to allow you to meet both our county leaders and our state representatives and senators, and then one at the end to kind of recap the legislative session, what was passed, what wasn't passed, things that they're working on, and gives you the opportunity to meet them in person, learn what their priorities are, learn what work that they are trying to push through at the local and state level, ask questions, all of that good stuff. Like I said, we also testify on your behalf. So there will also be times where we might send out a questionnaire to the members and say, hey, how does this piece of legislation impact your business? We're going to be testifying on this bill, and we want to make sure that we are accurately representing our business community. Share your feedback with us. And then that way, if you personally don't have that opportunity to go to Annapolis for the day, we will already be there, and we will make sure that your voices are heard both in Annapolis and occasionally in DC as well. We also have a fantastic partnership with the Maryland State Chamber of Commerce, as well as the U.S. Chamber of Commerce. So like I said, those tiers of chambers all the way up to the national level, we all have really great partnerships. So there's oftentimes where the Maryland State Chamber will reach out to us and say, hey, here's what's going on. Please share this with your membership, and vice versa. Any member business that is a member of the Harford County Chamber, if you have fewer than 7 full-time employees, you automatically qualify for a complimentary membership to the Maryland State Chamber as well. And the Maryland State Chamber is another fantastic chamber that you're going to be able to get a lot of their updates and impacts on a higher state level if that's something that you're looking for. So just one extra benefit there to the chamber. All right, jumping now into our educational efforts. So we have various educational events, opportunities throughout the year that you can get involved in if that's something that is of interest to you. We also operate a separate 501c3 nonprofit, the Harford County Chamber Education Foundation, that offers scholarships every year to both graduating high school seniors or any returning adult students that are looking to further their education. So there's ways that you can get involved with that, whether it's serving on the scholarship committee and reviewing those scholarships, or it's helping to fundraise at certain events throughout the year to support those scholarships. There's definitely ways that you can get involved there. We also help students connect with local businesses, whether they're looking for an internship, apprenticeship, maybe their first job, trying to just highlight what Harford County has to offer as far as employment, workforce development, and getting those students connected with like that real world experience, right? That everybody is looking for. So we do that as well, both through the chamber. We have a lot of other partners in the community that we will work together on. So that's always an opportunity for your business as well. If you are someone who is looking to hire someone fresh out of school, there's opportunities for that. Or if you are interested in learning more about having an apprentice or an intern or something like that, we are here to help connect you with those students that might be qualified for your industry, as well as just kind of help guide you through that process. And then connections. This is kind of what everybody thinks of, I think, when they first think of a chamber, is that network development, right? So as a member of the chamber, you're joining a network of over 25,000 business professionals. We offer 40 plus events a year. Like I always tell everyone, there is always something happening at the chamber. Always. There will always be something that you can get involved in. I do always point out, especially to our prospective members or new members, to join us for a coffee and connections. We hold them every month on the third Wednesday of the month at 8 a.m. It's just a casual hour of coffee and networking. You can go online to our events calendar. So we do visit a different member business every month. So the location will change, but the time will not. So you can go on there next time you're available. It's just a fun way to start your morning, have some coffee, meet some new people, and connect in the community. You can also network online through our Member Information Center. That's our online membership portal that comes as a part of your membership that is included. And we are the only chamber in the county that offers this online portal. So I always encourage people to take advantage of it. I will touch on this more in a bit, but there's a whole bunch of different stuff that you can do in that member portal. But definitely it is really easy to connect with other people online. Our membership directory is on there, so you can easily get people's contact information, call them up, shoot them an email, things like that. You can chat directly in the portal. You can filter really easily to see who else is either in your industry or maybe an industry that you're looking to partner with. It'll just bring up a list of the people in that industry so you can connect with them a lot easier. And then obviously, as the person in charge of the chamber marketing, I always encourage people to follow us on social media. But in all honesty, I promise it is a great way to connect with the chamber. We will post all of our events that are going on, any advocacy alerts like I talked about. We'll also go on social media. It's a great way to kind of just find out what's coming up, what's happening next. And I will always include things for registration and things like that so you can get involved. All right. So now I'm going to jump into the additional membership benefits. But before I do, does anyone have any questions so far? I will definitely open it up for questions at the end as well. But I know there's a lot to cover, throwing a lot at you at once. So feel free to either drop a question in the chat, unmute, give me a little wave, have a question. Happy to pause and answer really quick. No, doing all right. Everybody's doing good. All right. All right, we'll keep going. We'll dive right in. All right. So the Chamber Chronicle. So like I mentioned before, this is our e-newsletter. We send it out every Tuesday afternoon. It has pretty much everything chamber in one spot. So like I said, it will have all of our advocacy updates for that week, including surveys to share feedback if we're looking for your perspectives on certain bills. It will include any advocacy alerts, registration to register to testify on any particular piece of legislation, as well as just kind of updates of things that we want to make sure that business owners are aware of because they're going to impact their business. It also will include registration for all of our upcoming events. We usually put those out at least a month, if not a little bit further out. Registration for all the events that will be coming up, as well as just some fun stuff, news from our members. We'll share highlights, things like grand openings, ribbon cuttings, any really big milestones from our membership. And that's something that you can share as a member. You just send that over to me to be included. We'll share any updates from some of our community partners, which is always a good thing to look out for. So if there's any community partners offering grants or educational webinars or any sort of thing like that, we'll send that out to you as well so that you can get connected. All right, our committees and groups. So as a chamber member, you are welcome to participate in any of our committees or groups. Participate in one, participate in all of them, whatever you are interested in, you are welcome to join. So all of our committees over here on the left side of the screen are available to our members. Hopefully most of them are pretty self-explanatory by the name, but I'll just go through really briefly. So our Military Affairs Committee is involved in all of our community outreach projects to support both our military community at APG and our veterans. So they do a couple of different service projects throughout the year, as well as help us plan 2 of our events that are military focused. Our Business Development Committee is mostly involved in supporting both business and member connections in the community. They help us plan a lot of our events and strategic partnerships in the county. Membership development obviously works to help boost our membership. They are the ones that sometimes will reach out to new members to say hello, introduce themselves, share some more chamber information, as well as connect with members that have been members for a really long time and just to help everyone stay active and communicating and making sure that everybody knows what the benefits are and how they can help, how we can get involved. Our education committee, as I mentioned, they help review our scholarships every year. They help us fundraise for those scholarships, as well as plan our scholarship breakfast that we hold in June. That's just kind of a celebration of our awardees at the end of the year. And then our Government Affairs Committee is kind of our advocacy committee. So that brings together some members from business members like yourselves, as well as our local county council and state delegation. So it's an opportunity for our local and state leaders to share what's upcoming, our business leaders to share input, feedback, as well as just be more informed. And then our Harvard Young Professionals group is a networking-based group specifically targeted for young professionals. There is technically no age limit on that group. We just say if you are new, whether you are new to a career, new to the area, new to the chamber, any sort of new business, we welcome into that group. And then our groups listed over here on the right-hand side are our leads groups. So these are networking category exclusive groups of chamber members that meet once a week. If you are ever interested in these groups, I can connect you with those leaders. There are additional costs to be members of these groups. And like I said, they are category exclusive, but they are pretty much completely focused on networking and generating leads. So if that's ever something that you're interested in, please feel free to reach out and we'll get you connected and see if there's a category open for you. All right, and then our cost savings programs. So again, these are all included in your membership. These are special deals and discounts that some members have decided to offer to others. So each one of these is more detailed outline on our website as far as specific as to what the discounts are and how to go about getting them. But just a brief overview. So things like Constant Contact for email marketing, right? I believe that's a 20 or 25% discount just because you're a chamber member. Staples offers a discount on office supplies and printing orders. Both Freedom Federal Credit Union and APG FCU offer specific discounts if you do their business banking with either of those institutions. CQI Associates is a co-op group to help you save on your energy bills. You can use that both as a business and as an individual, which is awesome because everyone knows how expensive your energy bill has been, along with every other bill has gotten recently. WorkPerks employee insurance, if you're looking to offer new insurances to your employees, they offer discounted rates for chamber members, as well as IXI digital marketing. They offer a wide range of digital marketing services. Specifically for chamber members, they have some great discounts on website optimization and some online marketing efforts there. So as I said, all of these are included just for being a chamber member, and they are open to both your business and your employees. So because we recognize your business as the actual member, any employee can participate in any of these programs, right? So you can save on your business energy bill, you can save on your energy bill at home, and all of your employees can as well. So that's a really great feature for those businesses that are a little bit larger, that have a lot more employees. They can all take advantage of these programs. They just have to sign up and indicate that their business is a member of the chamber. All right, then jumping in here to our marketing benefits. So there are a bunch of different marketing benefits that come with the chamber, both that are completely free of charge, that are included in your membership. We also have additional paid benefits that you can purchase at any time. I'll get into those as well. But first, starting off with all the ones that are included in your membership. So our members making headlines. This is, as I mentioned before, sharing your business achievements in our Chronicle newsletter. So things like grand openings, ribbon cuttings, anniversary milestones, things like that, we will share out in our newsletter. You can advertise in the chamber lobby. For those who have ever visited our office, we're right in the heart of Bel Air on South Bond Street. Our lobby is just dedicated to our members. So all the walls are just full of promotional items, business cards, flyers, things like that. So you're always welcome to drop things off to be displayed in the lobby. Anything from, like I said, business cards to promotional items and things like that. Just drop them off and we'll leave them out. And as I mentioned before, utilize the Member Information Center. Not only can you connect with your fellow members in there, you can share events, you can share job postings, you can share member-to-member deals and discounts, and a whole lot more. So once you join the chamber, you create a unique login that's specific to you. You kind of treat it kind of like your Facebook page. You upload all your information, your business information, your logos, tell us who you are, what you do, and then you can share all sorts of information through there. All of those are both shared within the portal itself and shared on the chamber website. So things like events, you'll see on our website, we have a chamber event calendar that shows all the chamber events. We also have a community event calendar. So any of our members that share an event in the Member Information Center will also go up on that calendar. Same thing for job postings, discounts, events, all of those things. They just have different locations on our website that's up there and is open to the public. You can also be featured on our Business Beat podcast. So for anyone who might recognize the name Rich Bennett of Harford County Living, he's a fantastic guy, runs his own podcast, but he's partnered with us to create Harford Business Beat. It's just a podcast where we feature a new member every month, and we just sit down and we chat and we hang out. We have a good time. We just talk about who you are, what you do, and how you came to be a member of the chamber. It's a great way to just talk about who you are, what you do, get the word out there. And it's a fun time. We just hang out, we have a good time. So you can always be featured on that. All you have to do is shoot me an email and say that you would like to be a part of it. And then we'll get you set up with a recording time and date and all of that. So And then you can also join our Facebook group. So if you are on Facebook, we have a group. It's just called the Harford County Chamber of Commerce Facebook group. Not the most of original names, but it's just a great place to connect with other members. You're welcome to share whatever you would like to about your business, share promotions that you are normally doing. Just share that in Facebook and connect with some other people. All right, so pause really quick, answer some chat questions here. Slides after the meeting, yes. I'm also gonna record this session, so I will send that out to everybody in case anybody needs a refresher, and I can share slides, as well as some other things that I've mentioned too. Marketing benefits, we have nice flyers with all that information I can share with everybody. And meeting room, yes. So we do have a conference room in the office that is available for rent for our members. It seats, I want to say it seats 25, but that is available for rent. It includes, we have, free Wi-Fi in the building. There's a TV screen and hookup for presentations, things like that. So yes, that is an option. Just feel free to reach out to us and we can get that rental going. All right. Awesome. So now jumping into some of the low-cost marketing benefits that are available to members at an additional cost. So the Chamber Chronicle newsletter ads. If you have something that you would like to advertise to the membership, we do a banner ad in the Chronicle, like you can see here in this picture. This was for Small Business Saturday a couple years ago. It's just a quick little banner ad. You get to design that. It can be whatever you would like. I'll give you the dimensions. You can design that and it can link to whatever you would like it to link to. If that's your website, if that's a registration form, anything like that, just share that information with me and it is linkable that way, if that's a word. And then you can see here a bunch of different ads, right? If you're looking for advertising, basically you just got to tell me where. We have ads that you can post on social media, on our website, our quarterly directory. Social media, Chamber website, they're pretty straightforward, right? Our quarterly directory. So our membership directory is available online 24/7. It's always up there. It's updated every 24 hours with new members. But we do send out an email version of the directory once a quarter that looks a little different. It's more of a printed guide that includes all the members, the primary contact representative, and their contact information that you can place ads in. So that's always an option. And event sponsorships. We have over 40 events a year. I guarantee you there will be something of interest to you, regardless of the industry you might be in. And we have sponsorships for all budgets, from as low as $25 all the way up to $1,000 and more. So always be on the lookout if there's ever an opportunity that you think would be good for your business, or if you have a question and you just would like some more information about what the sponsorship entails or what the event entails to make sure it's a good fit. We're always happy to have those conversations too. All right, there we go. All right, so next up is Venture Access. So Venture Access is another 501c3 nonprofit that is run through the Chamber. It's a partnership that we've created with the Chamber and the Harford County Office of Economic Development that's designed to help brand new entrepreneurs start and grow their businesses. So we kind of serve as that liaison to connect entrepreneurs with the resources that they need to be successful. So for those of you that have started your own business or have been a part of a startup, it is a very complicated process. So we're there to just kind of guide you along, help out step by step to walk you through that process. And there's always opportunities for members of the Chamber to get involved. Even if you're not a startup, we want to kind of, partner, bring together the brand new entrepreneur with the experienced business owner, right? So you can work together almost as a mentorship kind of way. So we will do things like educational sessions throughout the year. So there's a lot of times we'll ask members to come in and present on different topics and things like that. We're always looking for speakers for those. Our biggest event that we do with Venture Access is the Minority and Small Business Resource Fair. That happens every February. We just had our last one. As you can see from some of these pictures, it's a combination of a business resource fair and then combined with some educational breakout sessions. So that's always an opportunity if you offer B2B resources. That's a great place to kind of come set up a table, talk to business owners, talk to entrepreneurs. Great way to generate leads as well as just talk with other vendors that are there and how you can work together and partner. So if that's ever something that you have an interest in, feel free to reach out, ask questions, and get involved in that. All right. So lastly, I'm just going to do another brief overview of the Member Information Center. Again, that is included for free as a part of your chamber membership. So as you can see in this little infographic here that I can also share, these are all the different kind of things that you can do in the portal. So as I said, you create your login, you set up your business profile with your company information, and then you can add as many employees as you would like. So they will all have separate logins that will take them to that business profile. But that's kind of a nice, easy way if you have other employees that manage other aspects of your business, especially if you have someone that manages your marketing or that manages your events or something like that, and you want them to be able to access that portal and just post things for you. It's a great way that they can do that really easily. You can update all of your business information at any time, and that is what is connected to our membership directory. So you have full control over what that display looks like. And then, of course, if that ever changes, if you get a new phone number, if you change locations, things like that, you have access to update all that information. And then just running through this little graphic really quick, whole bunch of stuff that you can do. So we kind of touched on some of these briefly. You can share events that'll go up on our calendar. You can share job listings. If you're hiring, you can just upload basically the job description, which is also listed on our website. And just another way to get the word out there and share that you're hiring for a certain position. There's also hot deals and member-to-member deals. Both of these are available to you. Just the only difference is that a member-to-member deal is a discount that you can offer as a chamber member to another chamber member. So similar to our cost savings programs, just is a paid opportunity, so they get a little bit more recognition, I suppose you could say. But you are welcome to share deals and discounts that will be in that portal for people to access as well as on the website. Whereas a hot deal is just a public discount. So if you're just running a deal of, hey, for the next 2 weeks, we're offering 20% off to whoever wants it. You can put that in there. Again, shows up on our website. Just another way to advertise a discount that you might be doing. News releases, this is same thing as a press release. So if you have press releases or big major updates from your company, you can share those in the portal that then get shared with the membership. What else am I missing? And request for proposals. So if you are in need of a certain product or service and you would like to utilize another chamber member, which we always encourage, you can put out a request for proposal. So you just detail what it is that you're looking for, things you can include, budget, timeline, things like that. Choose the industry that is, would be offering those types of services. And then you hit submit and it is emailed out to any member in that industry. And then they have a chance to kind of send you a proposal as to what they would put together for you. And you can work together from there. So that's always an option as well as just the directory itself. So like I said, that is connected to our directory. So if you are on our website and you look at our membership directory, all of that information there is information that is shared directly from the member. So hopefully it's accurate. And like I said, you can manage that at any point throughout. So open up the chat really quick. All right. Do you post testimonials anywhere from members who've used other members? We do not, actually. We don't have anywhere specific that we post testimonials. That is a good question. But that might be something I'll look into, see what we can do there. But yeah, I know a lot of members work together and we encourage that. So that would be something that we would just encourage members. If you do utilize the services of another chamber member and you have a great experience, please obviously give them a shout out, whether that's social media or a Google review or things like that. We all know that's kind of the lifeblood of a small business. It can be some awesome Google reviews. So awesome question though. Thank you. All right. So that is all I have for you today. Switch over here. All right. So now I just want to open it up for comments, questions, thoughts, feelings, anything that I can maybe answer for you while we're on the call.
Hey, Natalie, this is Jeff Edwards with iScan.
Hey, good morning. Thanks for
Good
joining us.
morning, good morning, and good morning, everybody. Great presentation. I was just going to tell you, I love the portal concept. I think that's really good. My company or my division iScan is part of a bigger company that's already a member, Humanum. But I'm starting to try to get involved, and that's definitely one of the things I'm going to jump into pretty quickly. So thank you so much,
Awesome.
and thank you for all the great information.
Absolutely. Yes. Thanks for joining us this morning. And yeah, the portal is definitely one of those things to take advantage of. It's a part of the membership, right? You're going to get it anyway, so you might as well take advantage of it.
Yep.
One thing that I forgot to mention that I will bring up now. So everything that I have covered in this morning's presentation is included in our base level membership, our business membership, which is $365 for the year. It's an easy dollar a day. We also have monthly options. It's $33 a month for the annual membership. Everything I have covered this morning is included in that cost. We do offer additional higher tiers of membership. In those circumstances where you are paying a higher either monthly or annual fee, a lot of the paid opportunities that I went over today are then included in that membership. So if you're interested, I can share more information on what all of those tiers include. But just to give you an example, our next higher tier is our marketing level membership that obviously includes a lot more marketing benefits. So a lot of those paid opportunities that you can definitely still purchase regardless of what level of membership you are. But those are included in that membership cost, and you end up getting a little bit of a discount over the course of the year than you would just individually purchasing those throughout the year. So wanted to make sure I mentioned that. So I'll share those as well.
Hey, Natalie.
Hey, good morning, Chris.
Hey, how are you? Maybe you just maybe you just touched on that with Lacey Sign Company and maybe a lot of other people that are on here.
Yeah.
We would benefit from knowing about new businesses like prior to them actually opening, especially for signs.
Mm-hmm.
Like saw the ribbon cutting for the something. The pictures were on your Facebook page for like a spa or something yesterday. Is there any of the marketing levels share information about new members like earlier, or you know what I mean, something that might benefit per business?
So it's a little tricky, I'll tell you. So from the chamber perspective, we are going to start, or something we've started doing is advertising our ribbon cuttings. So if we have a new member that has a ribbon cutting coming up, that's something that we are going to promote. It'll be up on our event calendar that you can register to attend, come out, show some support. And I know a lot of people have asked about that, especially if you're in similar industries, or, you know, it's an industry that you really would love to build a partnership with. That's a great way to do it right from the start, like you said. The only tricky part of that is that we only host ribbon cuttings for our members.
Right.
So if the business is not a member of the chamber, then that's something that's usually then handled by either the local municipality, if they're located in a specific area, or the county, that we just wouldn't have that information to share. But I think the easiest way, I think, is definitely just trying to utilize that directory and kind of filtering through, looking for the industries that you're interested in. Like I said, if we are specifically hosting a ribbon cutting, that information will be shared, so you can attend. And then I usually try to give a shout out to our newest members, usually on social media or in our directory. So just some little things to look for, just kind of keep an eye on. It can be a little tricky just depending on, you know, whether they're a member, whether they're not a member, or sometimes they, you know, they join later after the ribbon cutting's already happened, you know, all sorts of things that are a little tricky to nail down.
Thank
But
you.
yeah, good
Thank you.
question.